Fostering character development is imperative for combating corruption and bribery across the continent. Uganda Minister of Public Service Honorable Muruli Mukasa said a double-standard approach to education could be the best option on shaping a better future for Uganda youth through transformative education and good character.
We shall remain all the time innovative, creative, thinking and working very hard, and really aiming to leave the world a better place than we found it.
The minister was closing a 3-day education summit on transformation model facilitated by Dr. Donny Devine held at Makerere University Business School in Kampala, Uganda.
You are now the foot soldiers. You are now at the front of transformation. Let this good spirits of your ancestors and let God, the Almighty, really be with you and lead you on, and you fight the war of transformation and you become victorious.
The training, organized by Global Peace Foundation, aims at increasing awareness on transformative education and good character agenda.
We are actually creating assets for society, okay? On the other hand, if educators and families are maintaining the status quo, remaining stagnant, holding on to the conventional education system that only partially targets one dimension, only partially the mental cognitive dimension, the outcome is a lost youth generation, resulting in huge social problems, crime, recruitment by terrorist organizations, becoming a burden to society because society has to look after them somehow, right? In after-school programs and so on, right? So it really is up to us, right, and the families of these students. We collaborate, we invest into them, we care about them, then they become an act. So we are the ones that determine.
After school, what next? Because we usually churn out students, graduates, but do we look at what happens after? How competent are they? What kind of values do they have? Why is it that when Kenyans compete with the Ugandan for a job, they would prefer a Kenyan? Why is it that when you go with a degree in Canada or in America and you tell them I studied this, they tell you no, you have to study again, even when you are a doctor. So it's important that we define the purpose of education, particularly for the Ugandan human being. The purpose of education is very important that we define it, depending on where we want and where we intend to go as a country.
Kambura Milton of Global Peace Foundation Uganda chapter calls for a transformation led by teachers who play a pivotal role in dismantling structural inequalities and uplifting the academic performance.
My name is Peace Service Ambassador Kambura Milton, the chapter president of Global Peace Foundation. We are setting the agenda for the United Nations. We are setting the agenda and priority of education to governments around the globe. And so our role right now is to start the process. As the SDGs are ending 2030, what's next around education?
He said improving education quality is not just a duty but a moral imperative that necessitates a clear vision and comprehensive understanding of social justice, coupled with extensive expertise in its application.
As we know, the teachers should be the role models of learners, of children. Because children spend 90% of their time in schools. So we believe that that is time enough to redesign, reshape, and reboot and rebuild the future of our children by them learning to become citizens of good character so that we end corruption, for example. But a teacher who lies, who comes late, who doesn't know how to keep his or her word will produce liars, thieves, corrupt government officials. That's the starting point. So character competence of teachers will mirror the future of children, because all children will want to become like their teacher. But a teacher who cannot invent and create products cannot produce a billionaire, an innovator, an industrialist. So we are grounding and processing the teachers so that they start supplying us new products, new graduates who can cause socio-economic transformation. We want teachers to graduate, produce job creators, but we want them, most importantly, to produce students who walk in values of Africa, who can live with the culture of Ubuntu, living for greater good of society.
The scholars emphasized the importance on shaping a better future for Uganda through transformative education and good character.
Global Peace Foundation, working hand in hand with the Ministry of Education and Sports of Uganda, definitely also working hand in hand with the Interreligious Council of Uganda, we have had an impact to the people of Uganda, to the educators of Uganda, to the students in high school, to the students in the tertiary institutions, to the students and to the entire people, because we do capacity building. We have discovered and we have re-emphasized that character, if we don't work on character, we are not going to produce learners that are able to fit in this century, and definitely with our goal being 2050. We produce thinkers, not people that can cram, because all along our education system has been emphasizing cramming of work, passing of exams, yet at the end of the day, we have no impact at all. Therefore, the way to go is, let's produce people who are morally upright. When we have that the spiritual faculty of somebody developed, we shall have people in society that have morals that are upright, people with values, people that will bring this nation, the continent, and the globe come to where we are expected to be.
My name is Okech Richard. I'm a coordinator of the Education Transformation under Global Peace Foundation Uganda. In schools we have two components, and that is, one is peace building, where we have initiated peace clubs in a number of schools, over 100 schools. However, we have the model schools that are spearheading and championing the Global Peace Foundation peace building component. Here, the clubs try to influence their students or their colleagues and friends in their classroom, within the leadership structures of the schools, to introduce conflict resolution, to help students embrace the universal principles of familyhood, of one family under God. Whether they belong to Muslims, they belong to Christian denominations of faith, they are taught how to work together and to even learn together within the classroom. So that has helped to reduce incidences of thuggery, incidences of vandalism, of strikes and violence and within schools, because it is creating a culture of living together as one family under God. That is the one.
The Global Peace Foundation is an international non-profit organization with a mission to promote an innovative, values-based approach to peace building.